Maranatha, and welcome to part 12 of Looky here. And welcome back to the greatest circus in the world. This is the Wrangling Brothers, not Ringling Brothers. Do not confuse the two. This is the Wrangling Brothers because their job is to wrangle you in to their little snare. So welcome to the Wrangling Brothers Circus, the greatest show on earth. It is put on by all leaders. But anyways, welcome back to the Wrangling Brothers show. And just so you know, the guy you currently see on your screen is not the guy. This is who they want you to believe is the guy, but this is not the guy. How do I know this? Because people don't love him like they love the other guy. They actually love the other guy. This guy, they do not. Y'all hate this guy. I don't know if it's the color of his skin, the way he combs his hair, the way he brushes his teeth, the way he puts on his underwear. I don't know what it is you hate about him. But y'all hate him. You've been made to hate him by the media because they keep putting propaganda against them all. And you even hate the other guy. And his skin is not the same color as this guy's. He's more of a, oh well. He's more of a bleached nature than this one here. And you hate him too, so. And he don't have much hair to comb, so it can't be because of the way he combs his hair. And that little fella even has put on a great show about how delusional he is and deluded and how he can't even function as a human being anymore. Can't even tie his own shoes. Don't know the left from the right and so forth. And he don't dance on cue. And because that is his cue, not to dance. But, anyway, you're just hating people to be hating them, is my point. And this is not of the Lord. And what did the Lord tell us in His Word to do? To watch and pray. Watch and pray. To watch for Him, not them, Him. And pray. But you all are so morbidly distracted and asleep. And all you can focus on is what they are doing. Your hearts have not been stayed on Jesus. Because had they been stayed on Jesus when all this began to happen, like it is, you would have realized what was happening and that the Lord was coming. But y'all didn't know that. You had to wait for the forerunner to come and tell you, oh, guess what? Jesus is coming. Why did there have to be a forerunner now? For this very purpose, because you did not know that He was returning. And you were asleep. And the midnight cry is going out right now, every time I open my mouth. But y'all don't get that. You keep waiting for an actual cry at midnight. Well, guess what? I do that too. Because some of these videos have been done at midnight. I'm not the town crier. I am the Lord's crier. And I keep trying to tell you, Jesus is returning for a bride that has made herself ready. And many of you are not doing that. You want to stay in the world and do what the world wants you to do. And that's what you're doing. And you don't care what Jesus is doing. You don't have a care in this world about the Lord, and you don't care about His Word. And you think that I am not meek, and that I am not humble, and that I am not gentle enough to be a servant of the Lord. I must be a devil because I speak harshly. I speak firmly for my Lord because I love Him more than I love you. I'm going to be honest about it. I don't love devils. I love Jesus. Now, if you want me to love you like I love Him, then be as He is. actually be what you profess that you are. I don't like deceivers. I don't like traitors. I don't like heady, high-minded people who think they are better than others. I didn't say I didn't love you. I said I don't like you. There is a difference. I don't like those things. And Jesus doesn't like those things either. It's what the Nicolaitans were, after all, right? These people teach you, and they put stumbling blocks before you. They are a stumbling block before you. And they teach you to keep your mind stayed on other things besides the Lord. And for some reason, you cannot wrap your mind around the facts that this world is going bye-bye. And even still, in me telling you this world is going bye-bye, and that all things are about to end, even still, your mind cannot stayed on Jesus. But no, you run right back to the world, just like Lot's wife. Every time, every day. You cannot keep your mind stayed on the Lord for more than a few moments at a time. My mind stays centered. He is supposed to be the center of all things. And all our other thoughts should radiate out from Him. But instead, your mind stayed on the world, and every now and again, your mind radiates toward Him. You're like Job. Sometimes you have to be reminded to think about the Lord. Don't be talking about this little man and putting him down anymore. He's a person. How many of you have literally prayed for him to get well? Huh? How many of you have actually prayed for him to get well? How many of you have prayed for the delusion to end and God's truth to be revealed? God's truth. Apparently not many, because the show's still going on. And the lands aren't healed. So the proof is there that you are not praying. You are not turning from your wicked ways and seeking the Lord, because your lands are not healed. The idols are still everywhere. And you're not prepared for the Lord's return. He cometh as a thief in the night to those not watching. And what happens to thieves? They end up in chains and they go to prison. You've been trying to steal from the Lord. If you are not His, and you've been in trying to eat from His table, you're trying to steal from Him. But you still are hanging on to the world. You got a hold of Jesus' garment with one hand and Satan's garment with the other. But you cannot serve two masters. Or you will hate one and cling to the other. Or you would despise the one and desert the other. And currently the one you're deserting is Jesus. And the proof is in the world around you. Don't say this is not factual, because you can look around and see the evidence of what's happening. If you had been clinging to Jesus, all these things would not be happening. There is your proof that you have not been clinging to the Lord. Let's get back into this footage, though. Little circus music.
Even the Easter Bunny tells Joe where to go. None of those videos were deceptively edited to make Joe look frail or confused. Just, that's the way he looks. Always. But the Democrat media matrix says these videos are a vast right-wing conspiracy.
None were edited to make him look frail or confused. That's just the way he is always. Well, yeah, because that's the show he's putting on, to look frail and confused. That is actually what he is supposed to be doing. And he's doing it well. Yes, he's doing a really, really good job of it. And he's looking quite frail and quite confused. And y'all are eating it right up. You believe every bit of it.
They're saying what we just showed you is disinformation.
There seems to be a sort of rash of videos that have been edited to make the president appear especially frail or mentally confused.
Yeah, and I think you all have called this the cheap fakes video, and that's exactly what they are. They are cheap fakes video. They are done in bad faith, and some of your news organization have been very clear, have stressed that these the right wing critics of the president have a credibility problem because of the fact checkers have repeatedly caught them pushing misinformation, disinformation.
They're saying Biden's never lost. He never needs a helping hand. They're all saying the viral videos of Biden freezing, wandering, and glitching are dangerous social media deepfakes.
There's a growing and insidious trend in right-wing media, broadcast, print, and social media. It is to take highly misleading and selectively edited videos of President Biden directly from Republican National Committee social media accounts and then use those videos to spread messages virally to cast doubt on President Biden's fitness for office.
They're going to start suppressing these Biden videos like they did the laptop. They'll call it election misinformation and have it flagged and censored to save democracy, of course. Biden learned from the best. And now Obama's sweeping Joe off the stage like he's still in charge. Maybe because he is.
People would ask me, knowing what you know now, do you wish like you had a third term? And I used to say, you know what, if I could make an arrangement where...
He used to say.
I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. I'd be fine with that.
As we mentioned last week, Democrats were using Biden as nothing.
He is not the puppet master. But this was thrown in there just to make it look like he is. Because they know what they're doing. They know you're believing every word. Hook, line, and stinker. Hook, line, and stinker. They've got you snared. They have put a hook in your jaw and they've got you good. They're leading you everywhere they want you to go. And you're going. Because you keep biting the bait that they put before you. Instead of saying, no, I'm just going to follow Jesus. And I'm not going to watch that garbage. And the Lord teaches us not to be deceived by any means. He says, see that no man deceive you by any means. And yet, here we are. They are deceiving you. Every day. Every day. And you keep saying that it's impossible for God's elect to be deceived. Well, if that is true, then you are not God's elect, are you? Because you are being deceived by their circus. And you believe you have to be part of it. You want to be part of it. That's what's in your heart. You want to be somebody. You want to be somebody, and you want to make a name for yourself, and you want to be well known and well loved. And it's your name you've been pushing forward for years instead of the Lord's. Your name. Remember that. It's been your name. We're going to get back into this footage in the next video.